So for the last 15 years, marketers have been using these types of lead magnets to grow their lists, sell their main offers, etc., right? And let me tell you that the old way of doing lead magnets is still works, but it's becoming commoditized because of AI. Nowadays, it's so easy to go to Claude or ChatGPT and ask it to make you a checklist, an ebook, literally any of these, right? So essentially, information has just become abundant, right? So this is the old way, okay? And like I said, what changed is that, you can just spin up an ebook or a checklist with a simple prompt. You could paste in your website to Claude or ChatGPT and just ask it to make you a lead magnet. And the barrier to entry has essentially become zero for doing lead magnets. Back in the day, you actually had to think about a problem that could fit in a lead magnet, and then you had to format it and make it actually valuable so that people wanted it, right? But you can just spin up like any of these lead magnets now, and it will take you like less than 5 minutes, right? So here's the new way of doing lead magnets, okay? So the funnel is essentially the same, but the thing that we're changing, instead of doing a PDF or a checklist or something that could be written in seconds with AI, we're instead doing a free tool, okay? Now, the reason why a free tool is better than a PDF or a checklist or any of these other, lead magnets, templates, trial, product trial, etc., is because a free tool can deliver a personalized result. Okay, so in this example, there's a ton of these looks maxing apps all over the App Store, right? And a lot of the ways these apps get users is by allowing the user to experience the main app feature without actually downloading anything, and then giving them a personalized result that then encourages them to download the app so they actually can get the personalized result, right? But what the personalized result does is it creates an emotional tie to the user. So instead of just giving them a random checklist or a PDF with information, the deliverable for this lead magnet is something that the user is actually genuinely curious about or is interested in fixing, and it's personalized to them, right? So it's not just about something obscure or generalized, right? It's specifically about their whatever it is they're inquiring about, right? So here are some examples of ways you can turn the old style of lead magnets into like a tool or something, right? So if if you're selling to accountants or you're selling people how to do their taxes, right? You could do a tax savings calculator. If you are helping businesses improve their conversion rate, right? Instead of doing a checklist, you have a landing page grader where they can upload their landing page and AI gives them a breakdown of things they could improve, right? So again, it's very personalized. Instead of a nutrition PDF, they get a personalized meal planner to their specific goals, their specific body type, their specific nutrition or nutritional needs, right? So it's a lot more powerful than just doing a generic PDF, okay? And same with like an advertising guide, right? Instead of just how to advertise, right? You allow them to upload their specific ads or their specific brand, and a competitor research tool breaks down exactly what's working in their specific niche and gives them that output, instead of just like, oh, here's how you run Facebook ads, here's how you should be designing your landing page, right? So it's a lot more personalized, and it takes the exact same amount of effort as creating these, okay? So if, so what your tool must do, right? So it's not just about, making a tool, but it has to have the same end goal as a good lead magnet does, right? So the tool must completely solve a narrow problem quickly. So all of these solve a problem, right? They completely solve a problem, right? So when a user actually goes to experience your lead magnet, they're not just leaving and thinking like, oh, well, that's it, right? The tool fully solves a problem, and then it exposes a problem your core offer solves, okay? So with the nutrition PDF to personalized meal planner, they're getting a personalized meal plan, but now it's like, well, how do I execute the plan? How do I stay accountable with the plan? And this is where, you could upsell your coaching, your, your weight loss coaching or whatever, right? Same with the competitor research tool. Okay, well, now they know what their competitor is doing, but they don't know how to actually implement. So that's where you come in and you sell the implementation. Same with the other two, right? So your lead magnet must completely solve a problem they had, but then also expose your core offer as the solution to the new problem, right? And now, so how do you actually make these? Okay, so I'm not gonna get too into the weeds of that in this video, but it's very simple. With AI, obviously you can just literally copy and paste one of these and say, hey, build me a tool that does X, Y, or Z, right? And then all you do is just go back and forth with the chat window until you get what you want, okay? And it's really that straightforward. Like, you don't need any coding, you don't need any special knowledge or anything. You literally just need a Claude subscription or ChatGPT, okay? So that's it for this video. If you found some value, I'd appreciate a like, a subscribe. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.